Look at that, the Viper noise limit. Okay, we're finally at the destination that we built the car for. Welcome to the Nurburgring. Welcome to our little pocket rocket Nurburgring weapon. What do we reckon?
Yeah, we've both been out it, haven't we?
I've not driven it yet.
Have you not driven it yet?
No. Which actually reminds me, before we go out and do our film lap, I should probabably do a lap.
You're probably going to drive it,
yeah? Probably going to drive it. But I genuinely want to give a genuine impression as to my first drive.
Maybe you should.
That's the plan. So, top line, what have we done?
What have we done? Our spring kit, Tarox brake, our string theory seats, some Evo course wheels, shod in some Cup 2, as an ECU tune, our ECU tune I should say. I'm not doing a good job promoting our services there. Yeah, with the Akrapovic exhaust that we put on and with the ITG intake, you should have in the ballpark of 320 horsepower.
We also have upgraded fluids.
Braided lines, you've got fluid.
And fancy ceramic.
And some ceramic shims to keep the brakes from melting when you give them death.
Full send.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? They're a short wheelbase car. They're a proper like pocket rocket hot hatch. And I cannot believe how good it is at 140 mile an hour on the speed limiter here.
Brilliant. So one of the things, I'm not sure if you followed the string theory journey, but we wanted to build this as like our sort of ring backup car. Because one of the sort of dreaded fates that everybody who comes to the ring doesn't wish for is rain, unless you have a Yaris. And then, if it does rain, you can hop in this and lap as if it's dry.
I mean, it's not even if it rains, is it? The thing is, it's a Toyota.
Yeah.
So if you want to do anything with this, there's no stress. You can literally just jump in it and use it. And you've had, you know, a couple of your friends here. Everyone's been jumping in. And
they've been enjoying it.
You can't do that with a GT3, can you? You can't just go, hey,
take the GT3 out.
It's nice that you can buy here now today a all-wheel drive manual turbocharged car that's lightweight, that's reliable. That's, I know they're not cheap, but you know.
I think for what they do, they represent value.
Yeah, they do. Represent value is the right word.
Great platform. So we're going to go out, send it, and see what the string theory componentry adds up to.
Hopefully you like it.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a lap in this car now, and I think it's amazing for what it is.
It's cool. Brilliant.
I mean, don't hold back.
You really got to watch for the fast cars that you're joining here.
What do you mean the fast cars?
They're going so fast. Proper piece of kit though, isn't it?
I mean, given that these days this is a hot hatch.
Could you imagine if this was a hot hatch back when we were growing up?
1.6 litre 3-cylinder turbo.
Just a thing. So we've got the uprated Tarox.
We've got some brakes, we've got some Tarox discs and pads. We've got the string theory springs. The Akrapovic, you can hear that.
Yeah, it sounds well actually.
Probably the most important thing is the seats.
I think the seats are the biggest game changer, aren't they?
I mean, we definitely wouldn't be talking to each other if there were no seats in here. We'd just be holding on.
I just love how you can ride the curbs with such ease.
It's a rally car.
It's so good. Yeah, probably wouldn't be hitting the curbs in the GT3 quite like that.
No.
That's a lot of fun.
I mean, the thing is, the rigidity, the way the thing works, it's just amazing. Like,
wow.
I literally can't believe how fast it is. Just a straight line. Everyone says, oh, they're okay, they're a bit underpowered. We're doing 140 miles an hour in a Yaris. And I felt like it took off.
Properly crazy. You got to think for the value. It's really interesting how, I mean, when we were at your shop doing the fit, it was kind of like, pedal placement's not the best for heel toe, but when you're really on it,
you don't notice.
You don't notice it.
That was a good laugh.
Oh, the way it loves a curb, doesn't it?
It really does.
It just soaks it up. It's so good. Rally. I'm doing that just for fun. It still has that rally chassis sort of roll, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, evolution, not revolution, James.
No, but what I mean is, once it's settled and you're back on the gas, it just hooks up and goes,
Yeah.
right? And the Tarocs, they've got some cracking friction.
Well, we haven't fitted anything poor quality to your car, sir.
Look at that. That feels well through there.
I mean, yeah, down there under the brakes, there's no lack of confidence. You know, you can.
Not at all. Just fabulous. What a piece of kit. It's so good.
It's a whole different world to the GT3, though.
Isn't it?
It's
Just
moving around, dancing around.
Major.
Pin it.
Come on, pin. Yes, using the torque.
When people say this is slow, I don't think they've ever come up here in an MX-5, because that is slow.
I don't think it's slow at all. I mean, it's hustling pretty well, I would say. I think one of the things I would say is, considering it's the very first time I've driven this setup in anger, the confidence it gives you.
Yeah, it's kind of wild actually. I forget this is literally your first time driving the car properly.
What a thing, it's a lot of fun. Oh, it's cool. What?
That was a committed entry.
That was a committed entry there. Well, we've got a fast Yaris behind us there.
We really have.
Fast Yaris, you ready? Here he is, look, he's going. Brilliant.
Some commitment. Watch it dance.
Brilliant.
Crikey.
That's so good, seeing it go. Look at it hustle, man. so fun.
It's ridiculous.
It's just ridiculous.
I think as you get more comfortable as well, you realise it just holds on.
It just holds on to stuff, doesn't it? Oh, it's so good.
That was cool.
What a great setup, buddy.
That's an awesome car.
It's so good.
I can't believe how quick you were for your first lap.
It just gives you a lot of confidence. The way it's set up, like the brakes are zero fade. Just awesome.
I'm just impressed that you remember how this works.
Yeah, don't use one of those that often.
No.
Well, not on a track, anyway. Very, very cool thing. I love how it deals with the curbs.
Yeah,
it's like
it just over them, no problem.
It's really enjoyable, just popping over curbs.
It's wild to begin with, because it's so short. You feel it moving around, and you think, oh, something bad's going to happen. And then you're like, oh, this is fun. It just,
yeah,
it's playful.
Look at that Viper noise limit.
I think when you jump from a GT3 to a Yaris, it's a very different product, right? Like
it's vastly different, but stepping out of a GT3 and a Yaris and still coming out with as big a smile on your face.
Exactly, it has its own value. It has its own intrinsic value. So like, if you build a totally pinned down, outrageous track car that feels super stable at 200 miles an hour, that is an experience in itself. I've heard so many times off everyone that these cars are slow at the ring and slow up the hill and a bit lacking in power.
I think so.
We were doing like 130 mile an hour plus up the hill.
Yeah.
It's on the speed limiter down the straight. It's on the speed limiter into Stradenkreuz.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
The brakes are a big upgrade, I think. I know people are saying that with a fluid upgrade on the standard discs and pads, like fine.
Yeah, they are fine.
They're fine, but the confidence that you have in these are really
here's the thing. It's very hard to criticise these cars as a standard car.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot that is wrong. But because it has such an awesome braking system, when you do put good discs and pads on it, you get really total confidence.
Yeah.
And you just drive the car.
It's super cool.
I mean, the fact that you jumped out of
I'm well impressed with
the car with the best brakes in the world and jumped into this and gone, the brakes are great.
They are.
Like that's
wicked.
That's good.
Well, it's its own character. It's like it moves around under you, and
but the fact that you can drive it with it moving around under you on lap one tells you that
what a great confidence-inspiring platform
awesome.
It is. Honestly, I was riding some curbs for curb's sake just to see how I was dealing with it. One of those big ones, it just went like as if it wasn't there.
I'm really proud because I'm like a constant self-critic. Like I look at the products that we sell and the work that I do and all the rest, and I think, oh, come on, can it be better? Is it really good enough? Is it really what it is? And then when we do something with someone like you and you go and drive it and have a great time, I'm like, yes, we've actually done it. It's good.
Well done, mate. Brilliant setup.